Good morning, guys. What's up? HellaBass here with another video. We are out on a brand new lake. Last weekend, I went to go fish a small lake by my house. The ramp was completely full, so I cut cross country on some gravel roads, and I saw this little lake and this little ramp. I kind of swung in, looked at it, didn't know anything about it, didn't know if there was fish in it. Saw it was electric only, so I just kind of mentally made a note and do some research. So I did some research. There's definitely some bass in here based on the DNR page. So I decided today, because it's electric only lake and my motor is not doing great, I thought, perfect, I'll check it out. Small little lake. So far impressions, juicy, really good looking grass, clean water. I walked down by the ramp, I saw bluegills, a little bass swimming. There's some really cool bank grass here, a lot of good looking stuff here. So based on the community poll I did on my page, I asked you guys what should I do with my first cast. So they said top water, so I'm gonna throw a buzzer around a little bit to start out, but we're basically gonna kind of go around this lake that you can see behind me. It's not real huge, but there's a couple small pockets to it, and we're just gonna try to figure them out and see what kind of bass and what kind of potential this little lake has. Might be some spawners, might be some post spawn, might be some pre-spawn, not really sure, but we're just gonna kind of test a little bit of everything and see what happens, and hopefully we crush them today. You guys kind of voted. I'm gonna go this little buzzer horny toad action. That's what I had tied on from before. Kind of thought about whipping out a plopper. We may do that yet, but a frog was also another top list, and there's definitely some good looking frog water. We are definitely gonna try a frog today. So well, put down the buzz bait. Gonna try a frog around some of this bank grass up here. Kind of feel like there should be some fish spawning. There was a bunch of bluegills and little bass up by the ramp real shallow, so we'll see if this produces anything. We'll keep trying. There's the first fish. Eat that frog. Nice. First frog fish of the year. Not a giant, but decent fish. Eat that black and blue boom boom frog. Looks like a male. There we go. Well, maybe we're onto something. Fish right on that log. Not a bad little fish. God, you can see him so great in this clear water. The water is just clear. A little bigger fish. Still looking like a male. Got a little gash in him. I don't know what that's from. It's a non-motorized lake, so like a pike or something. Get him back in the water. Looks like we got a little rain squall coming in behind me, so probably gonna fish, but we're gonna put some stuff away and keep the cameras dry. But if I catch something cool, I might pop it out, but otherwise we'll be back. Hopefully this will pass. There's a fish. That one I just threw up on a weed pocket. That one definitely looks like a male, skinny, hungry, needs to eat up. It's just skinny. Ugh. So that one came out of a weed pocket. There's a fish swimming a jig. Not very big. He smoked it. Another little guy. But he torqued it. Probably the best bite I've had all day. Jesus Christ. those fish in that bush. Got one flipping in some thick grass. I don't know. It's a weird deal. I think we've caught like 5 fish now. I got 1 on a frog, 2 on a ring fry, 1 swimming a jig, and 1 flipping in like some nasty bush with grass. So I don't think they're biting that well. There's some weird weather stuff going on, so we're just gonna keep plugging away and see what we can do. There he is. That's not the one I saw, but one grabbed it. Definitely not the fish that I was looking at. Giant. Brr. Oh, I missed one there. Rigging up a D-bomb. Got me around a branch right there. Not a bad fish. At least he's fat. Caught him up flipping in this weedy, brushy mess up there. So that's like 3 bites in a row flipping. I don't know. At least we can cover some water and have confidence that might get us some more bites, and we can kind of do multiple depth ranges. Come on, eat it. There we go. Fooled one. Not a giant, but look at those colors on that fish. That thing is awesome looking. Look at that thing. Just beautiful looking fish. Gotta get us some bigs. I don't know if that was the only one there, if there's another one there. All right, update. Probably should have updated you more. Bunch of weather changes, wind change. We're like 4 or 5 hours in. Caught a handful of fish you've seen, a couple decent ones, nothing super big. Some swimming a jig, some flipping a D-bomb. Caught one on a frog, a couple on a wacky rig, caught some cruisers, caught some that I couldn't see. It's just all over the place. I've tried out a little deeper, flipping grass, can't get bit out there. What I am finding is shallow, but very spooky and hard to catch and not consistent. About the only thing that's kind of consistent is most of my bites have come around wood with grass. So got a little bit more of this lake to check out, maybe a couple more hours, and I don't know. Jury's still out on this new lake. I think I saw one up there cruising.
There he is. Took a swipe at my frog, and I threw back up there with the Senko. He's a little bigger than I thought he was. I mean, he's not a giant, but decent little fish. The old yum dinger on a wacky. See one cruising up there, up in that sand. Ooh, looks like a little better fish there. I don't know if that's the one I saw or not, or if there's another one. Maybe not. Thought he was a little. Thought I saw a bigger one. Maybe with the sun out, the cruisers are getting a little more active. Still looking for that female. Should we try old Pinky? See if that gets him mad as hell. The old pink drop shot. He could not handle it. Little Z-Man pink TRD. Drove him nuts. All right, wrapping things up here. Jury's still out on this lake. I might give another try in the summertime. See, it looks like it could have a good grass flipping bite or maybe a frog bite on this lake, but today was just weird. Couldn't find any size, like you saw. Like maybe the biggest one was like 2 1/4, maybe right around 2 pounds, maybe a little more. Tried a lot of different things. Tried topwater, tried frogs, tried flipping. Tried Senkos and ring fries, tried swimming jigs, tried to cover most of the water column. I even fished out deep a little bit, didn't catch much. It really felt like the fish were mostly post-spawn here. A lot of the fish that I did catch were fry garters with like a wacky Senko or wacky yum dinger. Yeah, all in all, a little bit frustrating. I feel like I go to one lake and I'm on the front of the spawn, I go on the next lake and I'm at the end of the spawn. And I really haven't been able to connect with them. You know, it'd be fun to target a couple of big fish, but that's fishing. So hopefully I can get back out soon and get some redemption. But hope you guys learned something. When you're facing these spring conditions with these weird days that are tough, that weightless, wacky stickworms is a really good bet to get bit. So when everything else goes south, rely on the stickworm, the yum dinger, the Maxent General, the Senko. I'll put some links in the description down below on my setup for that. And that was the deal today. That was the main thing to get bites. Other than that, and also flipping in wood and grass. So most of the fish were around wood and thick grass, fairly shallow. Tried a bunch of other stuff, couldn't find the big females. Whether they're wherever they were, I really couldn't connect to them. So, all right, as always, here to help you catch more bass and suck less.